Happy summer and hello from Nanoglodge. We have cucumbers coming off the vines out in the garden, and so it's time to make some quick pickles. We're going to do these just in the refrigerator, let them sit overnight, and they've got just a nice crunch. They're not going to get that deep sort of limey green color that a hamburger pickle does like you buy in the store. They'll still be nice and bright and white, but I'm not going to can them, I'm not going to heat treat them or anything like that. And seal them and put them on the shelf. We're just going to put these in the fridge and eat them over the next couple of weeks. Pickling is an ancient method of preservation. It's been used for thousands of years. It really is taking something acidic, most of the time vinegar, and then putting your product in it, vegetables. We're all familiar with hamburger pickles or spears or kosher dill pickles, things like that. But you can pickle really anything. Pickled carrots, pickled cauliflower, pickled beets, pickled jicama. You can pickle just about any vegetable, green beans, asparagus, all of that. And you can use just about any kind of vinegar, regular white vinegar, cider vinegar, red wine vinegar. If you're going to pickle some beets, I like to use red wine vinegar because it goes better with the color. So there's lots of choices that you can make with this basic recipe when you actually get to making your own pickles. The cucumber pickles you see in the store are generally either dill or kosher dill, or sweet, or bread and butter. Today we're going to make some simple dill pickles. I like to add a little bit of garlic and shallot with mine with some salt and pepper and the vinegar. It's just that simple. But if you want some heat, add some jalapenos or some Fresno chilies and you can make a spicier pickle. If you want other herbs, you want to try playing with different flavors, I love to make sort of a Latin twist or Mexican twist and put some oregano in there. Kind of gives it just a little bit of different note in the background. But as I said, this recipe can be just about anything you want once you know the quantities of the vinegar and the process to how to do all of this. Then start playing and make any kind of pickle you want. Here's our very simple and easy prep for these cucumber pickles. I've got the cup of vinegar mixed with the cup of water. If you don't want to use 100% vinegar, whoo, those would be pickly. We've got some black peppercorns, salt, sliced garlic, which if you don't like garlic, don't put it in there. Simple as that. We've got the dill and a really thinly sliced shallots to put a little onion flavor in it. And then of course our cucumbers. I actually use my mandolin to cut these cucumbers so that they're all very consistent in size and thickness. But if you don't have one of those, just try and cut them as thin as you can, about 1/8 of an inch, so that they absorb all the liquid. You don't want them super thick because then they'll still be cucumbers with a little bit of pickle on the outside. We're going to put the vinegar on the stove, get that heated up, mix it with the salt and the peppercorns, and we'll put everything else in our wonderful glass jar. If you don't have one of these, just use a bowl, and we'll pour everything over there, let it cool down, put it in the fridge, and you're done. Super, super easy. We've got all our things to pickle in the jar. We've got the shallots and the cucumbers, the garlic, and the dill. I've got a canning funnel here that makes it easier to pour, but if that you don't have one of those, I'd pour this into back into that measuring cup and then pour it into the jar. It'll just make it a little easier. Then we've got our pickling liquid. We're just going to pour this over the top here. There we go. We're going to let this come to just room temperature because I don't want to put an extremely hot jar in the fridge. And then we'll cover it, put it in the fridge, let it sit overnight. And tomorrow, you've got great, quick cucumber pickles. Thanks for tuning in to Cooking at Nanoglodge, and use your imagination to make whatever pickle you want.